Hi, my name is Strombieri. This is my final project, and I'll be covering Bill Wilson, LSD, and the book that changed everything. Okay, so let's get right into it. When you hear Alcoholics Anonymous, you probably picture like a basement with people drinking coffee, a church basement per se, and like holding hands in serenity prayer. But Stephen Prothero shows us a very different side of Bill Wilson in God the Bestseller, one who fits right into the Secret Jesus world from American Jesus. In God the Bestseller, Wilson isn't just the co-founder of AA; he's a lifelong spiritual experimenter. Even after AA took off, he kept searching for something deeper, more intense encounters with the divine. And that's why in 1950s and 60s he turned to ding ding LSD, not to get high, but because he believed psychedelics could recreate the same ego shattering spiritual experience that helped him get sober. Now, jump to American Jesus. Prothero describes the rise of Secret Jesus, a version of Jesus that appeals to people who want spirituality without institution. It's personal, experiential, therapeutic, and I would say flexible. And suddenly, Bill Wilson makes sense. He wasn't rejecting Christianity, he just refused to be boxed in. He was open to psychology, mysticism, and yes, psychedelics, but only if they helped people heal. He was basically what I would say an early prototype of the American seeker, someone who believes spiritual truth can come from anywhere. Now let's make a contemporary connection. And this connection that is directly to something happening right now, which is the huge revival of psychedelic assisted therapy. So over the last decade or so, researchers at places like John Hopkins and NYU have been studying uh, psilocybin and MDMA for depression, PTSD, and addiction. And the language people use today, like ego death, breakthrough moments, encountering something bigger than myself. These are language that sound exactly like what Wilson was chasing. You see, it shows that the secret impulse Prothero talks about hasn't gone anywhere. Americans are still looking for spiritual transformation, whether it comes through religion, therapy, meditation, or psychedelics. So Wilson's LSD experiments weren't just a quirky footnote. They reveal a bigger pattern. Americans want spirituality that works, that feels real, personal, and transformative. And that seeker spirit is still shaping American religion today.